Hey guys, so thought I'd make a video here on me getting this cold side charge pipe fitted up. Just since it's hard mounted to the compressor housing, I kind of want to make sure that it's not torquing on the intake, the silicone intake that's connected to the velocity stack, because I don't want it to cause an air leak right there if it's torquing the saw, one way or another. So I'm trying to get this thing fit up as close as I can, but we're just kind of working with it back and forth, making sure there's plenty of room, making sure we can still get the gas cap on and off and fill it up with fuel easily. But everything's going pretty normal here. I got one little piece that I need to fit in here, that way it fits really well. So just getting this last piece measured up and fit. Here in a minute you'll see when I start welding that little piece, I kind of make a rookie boo-boo. Alright, we got that thing. Let's see if this thing is gonna fit. Oh, fuck yes. That's close enough for me. Definitely. One thing I was gonna say, this is by far the shittiest aluminum that I have ever worked with. It's terrible. It is full of shit. It welds like crap. The wall thickness is just, it's crazy how all over the place it is. Actually, look at this shit. I don't know if you can see it that well in the camera, but right here is way thicker than right here. And that's not even a very bad one. Some of them are so bad that, like, when you're welding it, you really have to lower your, back off the heat, or you'll just burn through it. And that's why I welded some of these kind of colder than I would have preferred, especially this one, because it is so absolutely thin. It's crazy, but we got through it, and we're just about to whip this thing. So let me get my shit on, and we'll at least get this tacked up. All right, so we're back getting this thing fit together. This piece I kind of mess up a little bit here when I'm tacking this on. I can't get this little piece to stay up in there. Usually use powder coating tape to hold it, but it just wouldn't hold it for me. So I use a piece of exterior tape, and I actually accidentally melted it to the pipe. Little rookie mistake, but luckily it came off, and with a little bit of solvent, the adhesive came off of there, and I was able to move on without too much of a problem. But Yeah, I will end up putting a couple bungs in that charge pipe for the boost pressure, and then an extra one just in case we want to add something later, and then there'll be an EGT, I'm sorry, a nitrous bung added right before the silicone intake. There is an EGT. I did add an EGT bung between the cylinder and the turbo. I just have it plugged off right now. But there will be one there eventually. So just getting this thing welded up. These small diameter pipes are kind of annoying to weld because you can only do short little runs. But going pretty straightforward. This is the last little piece right here, so yeah, I'm super fired up to get this thing going. Trying to decide if running methanol would keep it cool, but we'll get to that point. All right, we are super close to at least getting this thing started with it all connected. There are a couple more things that need to be added to this cold side pipe. What the hell am I doing here? Yeah, it's going. And that is a couple bungs. One for boost, the other one for something we may want to add in the future, and then a nitrous block that's going to go right there because I want that thing shooting right into there. So yeah, you know, you get something in your head like, oh, I'm going to get this thing knocked out, I'm going to have it run. Things just, you know, little stuff is time consuming, like welding all this out and fitting all this together, and it just, everything just takes a lot longer than you expect it to or want it to. But just loves to fight me. At least it fits. So yeah, that's awesome. This was just a temporary clamp. I wonder if that'll even come apart. Clamp's actually a piece of crap. So I dig it. We will fire this thing up probably tomorrow. It's too late. My kids are sleeping and I'm tired. And But yeah, I'm super pumped. Finally got this thing to where we can start it, try to tune it. This rubber, I ended up making a rubber gasket. This is like Buna N rubber. Between the velocity stack and the carburetor right there. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll just get, you know, some pretty soft rubber. You would not believe, this is like a 32nd of an inch thick. It squeezed that rubber out so far. I think I'm actually gonna have to go up in stiffness. This is 40A rubber. I think the lower the number, the softer it is. And this is just too soft. So when, I mean, it just is crazy how it squeezed that. I think it's sealed. It just also squeezed it up into the, you know, the choke area. And now the choke kind of gets hung up on it. So I think I'm gonna get some more dense rubber, same type, because this is, fuel does not affect this. It's like, I think it's like nitrile, basically. So yeah, tomorrow I will, actually, let me go grab the top cover. Let's see what this thing looks like. Crazy. Crazy and awesome. I don't even know what to think, but I dig it. Pretty freaking awesome. You know, it's not, I mean, it's heavy. Don't get me wrong, it's heavy, but it's just not like as heavy as I thought it was gonna be. So that's good. But I mean, again, I don't give a shit how heavy it is. It's just for fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your patience and everything on these videos. Tomorrow we'll fire this thing up and see. I say kind of my plan here is to fire this thing up without the charge pipe on it, you know, rev it up, just kind of see what it does without the charge pipe hooked up, see how the turbo spins up, and then we'll hook this up and we'll just see what happens. So, oh, the coil is still no good. It'll run, once it gets running, it's okay, but it is very difficult to get started. It's just, the spark is super low. Ryan at Wolf Creek Saw Shop did have me check the little coil that goes on top of the spark plug, make sure that where that's punctured into this cable right here was centered and was, you know, touching copper, and it seemed like it was, but I redid it, made sure that was going into copper, and it still is acting up. So he's just gonna send me another one out right away. So that's awesome. Those guys, customer service is top notch. So yeah, we will tomorrow I'll make another video and we'll fire this bad boy up. Thanks for watching.